For those who watched this back in 1977, take a deep breath and travel back with me to that very Saturday night. Back when this first aired, the living room was the heart of the home, and Archie Bunker was a part of our weekly lives. At first glance, Cousin Liz seems like a simple story about a diamond ring. By the end, it becomes one of the most courageous episodes ever broadcast on American television. Many fans still remember the setup. Cousin Liz has passed away, and our good old Archie has his eyes glued to a $2,000 ring she left behind. Watching this today feels different, but in 1977, we all knew how much Archie just wanted a small shortcut to financial peace. Think back to the 70s. The inflation, the gas lines, the constant worry about making ends meet for a working-class man. So when a diamond ring worth $2,000 appeared, Archie didn't see an abstract ethical dilemma. He saw a chance to finally breathe easy. Enter Veronica. To Archie, she's just the roommate, a nice school teacher who shared the rent with Liz. Nothing more. Do you remember your first reaction to her? She was quiet, dignified, and carried a heavy secret. But when Archie steps out to check on the bureaucratic details, the sitcom laughter fades, and a raw, human truth takes over. Veronica looks at Edith, takes a deep breath to steady her shaking hands, and drops a bombshell. She says, "I was more than just roommates with Liz." In the cultural landscape of 1977, those words were a quiet earthquake. If you saw this live in your parents' home, you'll never forget the sudden shift in the room's energy. It wasn't about politics. Veronica wasn't trying to make a statement or start a movement. She was just a grieving woman missing her life partner. And oh, our sweet Edith. Watch her face during this scene. You can see the confusion turn into something beautiful. Many fans love this episode because Edith doesn't consult a social rulebook or quote theories. She just sees a broken heart. She listens as Veronica explains that the diamond ring wasn't just property. It was their private wedding ring. It was a secret vow made in a world that wouldn't let them love openly. A token of a lifelong devotion. But the emotional piece never lasted long in the Bunker universe, because here comes Archie, marching back into the room. He's still focused on his big dream, holding papers, ready to claim what he thinks belongs to his family. When Archie finds out the truth about Liz and Veronica, he gets loud. Watching this today, it's easy to judge him. But for viewers who lived through the 70s, we know Archie wasn't a monster. He was just a man who felt the ground shifting beneath his feet. Everything he thought he knew about the world, about rules, about his own family, was changing too fast for him to comprehend. He shouts that because it wasn't a legal marriage, Veronica has no right to the ring. He's gripping onto the law because it's his safety blanket. Then Veronica looks him in the eye and tells him the true cost of that secrecy. As a teacher, if anyone found out, she'd lose her livelihood. Archie stands there, caught between his desperate need for a financial break and the heavy reality of a woman's dignity. And that's when our sweet Edith stands tall. Not with anger, not with shouting, but with that quiet strength we all remember so vividly. She looks at her husband, the man she has shared a lifetime with, and firmly declares that the ring stays with Veronica. In that moment, Archie looks at his wife and stops. He doesn't see an opponent. He sees his anchor, his shelter through every single storm. He doesn't have a magical conversion. He doesn't become a different man overnight. Norman Lear kept it real, and that's why we still respect it. Archie just sighs, lets out a small, familiar grumble, and walks away empty-handed. He lets love win. even if he can't fully understand it. Watching this today feels like looking into a time capsule, a beautiful reminder of a time when television dared to have a soul. If you miss those Saturday nights when television felt like family, please consider joining our family by subscribing today. Where were you when you first saw Cousin Liz? Let's chat in the comments below. Keep these golden memories alive, and I'll see you in our next family visit.